I'm hungry. What should I have for dinner? Let's go take a look. I think I'll just have fast food. But I had fast food yesterday, but it doesn't matter if I have it again today. Oh, hey everyone. It's Miss Aubrey with Eat Right Philly, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about fast food because it's a quick, convenient, and easy choice, but it takes a little bit of investigating to figure out what are the best choices we can make when we're having fast food. Do you remember at the beginning when I was talking about how I had fast food yesterday and I was going to have it for a second day in a row? Well, most Americans have fast food 4 to 5 times a week, which equals out to about 218 times a year. So if we're eating fast food so often, how can we make the best choices and what are the things that we're looking for in our fast food? Today we're going to talk about 4 important things that are in our fast food that we should take a look at, and that is fat, calories, sugar, and sodium. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our fats. So there are 3 main types of fats. There's saturated, unsaturated, and trans fats. So the saturated fats are the ones that are found in animal products. So things like butter, those are the fats that are most commonly found in our fast food. Trans fats are processed fats. So those are found in our fast foods as well. And then there's those unsaturated fats. So those are healthy fats found in vegetables, things like avocados, vegetable oils, and those are the fats that we want to choose more often. We want to choose these unsaturated fats more often because they're more heart healthy. The saturated fats and trans fats can lead to higher cholesterol levels, which can be bad for your heart. So we want to choose these avocados, these vegetable oils, nuts, seeds more often than our saturated fats. Next, let's talk about our calories. So things like saturated fats and added sugars can be what we call empty calories. So they're calories, but they're not giving our bodies the nutrients we need. They're just adding calories to our day. So we want to have foods that are nutrient dense. So they're giving us lots of vitamins, minerals, they're fueling our body even though they have calories. So too many calories can lead to weight gain, and that can lead to chronic disease. So let's talk next about added sugars. Do you guys know what kind of things at a fast food place would have added sugars in them? So things like soda, ice cream, cakes, candies, cookies, those are the kind of things that have added sugars. So those can lead to those empty calories and the weight gain, which can cause chronic disease. And lastly, we have our sodium. So sodium is found in most fast foods. Sodium is another word for salt. So think about your salty fries and things like that. So sodium is an essential nutrient, meaning it's something that we need every day, but we don't want to have more than 2,300 milligrams each and every day. Too much sodium can cause us to have high blood pressure, and we could even have a stroke. So sometimes our fast food has a lot of sodium, more than we're supposed to have in a day. Did you know that all of these things are in our fast food? But that doesn't mean we can't have fast food. We can just make healthier choices by watching our portion size, and we can look at the nutrition facts for the fast food we're eating. So let's take a look at the nutrition facts of some of our favorite fast food restaurants. All right, everyone. So now that we know a little bit more about fast food and some of the stuff that's in our fast food, let's try searching some of our favorite fast food places and fast food items. So you can go to Google and you can search fast food. So when I write that, you can put whatever your favorite place is and then nutrition facts. And let's go ahead and search. Okay, so now I've done my search for a different fast food item. So I wanted to choose a cheeseburger. I wanted to pick something pretty standard that they sell at most fast food places. So we're going to take a look at those 4 important things we said are in fast food. So we're going to look at those fats. So we want to look at the total fat and the saturated fat. We're going to look at calories, sugar, and sodium. So right away under the cheeseburger, you can see it says there's 300 calories. But if we scroll down, you see the ingredients, but you also can find a nutrition summary. That's where we're going to find all that good information that we want and the good information we're looking for. So like I said, the cheeseburger has 300 calories. So one cheeseburger, 300 calories. Then let's look at the fat. So the total fat you can find right here, and it says there's 12 grams of total fat, and half of that is saturated fat. So if we look down here, it says saturated fat, 6 grams. So we looked at the calories, we looked at the fat. Let's look at the sugar. In total, there are 7 grams of sugar. And last, let's look at our sodium. So sodium, we have 680 milligrams of sodium. Next to it, you can see it says 28% DV. So if you don't know what DV means, it means daily value. So that 2,300 milligrams we were talking about, that maximum you want to get in one day. So one cheeseburger has 28% the daily value. But are we really eating just one cheeseburger? So let's put our thoughts into actions about how we can choose some healthier things when we are going to get fast food by maybe choosing smaller portion sizes. So you can see here, if you go to a fast food restaurant, you get a 1/4 pound burger with cheese, a large fry, and a large milkshake. It's going to be 1,770 calories and 68 grams of fat. But you could make some smaller portion size choices. You could get a regular cheeseburger, a small fry, and a bottled water, and instead, your meal would be 560 calories and only 25 grams of fat. So that's a really significant drop in both the calories and the fat. It's over 1,000 calories less and over 40 grams of fat less. And now the last thing I wanted to do is just show you guys some really quick tips on how you can also make some better choices when you're having fast food. So you can always add more vegetables. You can incorporate them into your meals, maybe have them on a pizza or as a side dish and having a salad or baked potatoes instead of some French fries and things like that. You can watch your fat and your sodium. So you want to have grilled chicken or baked chicken instead of fried, less dressing or more of those vinaigrette type dressings instead of the creamy dressings, and limit your heavy toppings like your sauces, your bacon, your cheese. And then you can limit your added sugars as well. So you can drink water, you can drink a low-fat milk or non-fat milk, unsweetened beverages. Adding your fruit to your water is really going to help because that'll give it that little bit of flavor. And you want to enjoy your sweets, but you don't want to have too much. So that's about it, guys. Thank you for listening to the lesson on fast food. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your teacher or your Eat Right Philly educator. And I hope you learned a little bit about making some better choices with your fast food.